talking about we need more black influencers. Where's your content? God literally chuckled when I told him my plans. YouTube's algorithm and TikTok's algorithm, ain't nobody was gonna watch that. Y'all, I was getting on camera like this. Hi everyone, I'm goofy, I'm weird, I'm corny. You get comfortable by just being solid and knowing who you are. Like, you will never know all the things. Sometimes you just got to get started and learn on the way. Just another confirmation, like, I want you on a platform. God, is it just me, or are you saying I have purpose? Why do you keep praying to me, asking me the same thing? I have such a love for beginner YouTubers. If you don't enjoy watching your own content, you are a fool. There's really two avenues that you could take with YouTube. To believe in yourself and believe in your content, use your back camera. It was never giving poor quality. Even if those closest to you don't support you, title yourself as a Christian, you are automatically placed on this pedestal. A sub for sub, that is dumb. Hey bookies, and welcome to Vlogtober day 25. Praise him, y'all. Anywho, that's neither here nor there. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? You better be talking back. Period. Anyway, y'all, I didn't come to play today. Y'all see this? No, I did not come to play today. I've been asked so many times the same questions regarding YouTube. Do you have advice? And I'm like, you know what, babe? Instead of sitting up here replying to each and every DM, let's make a video. We are going to start with 6 questions that I feel like I've gotten repeatedly when it comes to YouTube. And then I have like 10 pieces of advice for me for beginner YouTubers. So let's get into it. So the first question is, what motivated or pushed me to start YouTube? Honestly, y'all, I have always wanted to do YouTube simply because, first of all, you get a bag. I have seen that there is a bag attached to YouTube, but that's not the only purpose, okay? I like YouTube because when I was growing up, I realized that I had a love for scrapbooking and documenting memories. And I've come to realize that like YouTube is like electronically scrapbooking. Like, I'm able to capture all these memories because y'all know I love to do vlogs. I love to do things like that. I am able to capture my growth and have it there to always look back on. Like, when I have kids one day, they will be able to look back on this and be like, oh, look at mama, mama's so crazy. And that just makes me so happy. Like, I truly enjoy documenting my memories. And outside of that, it's like, we need more transparency out here. I love watching black fitness influencers on YouTube. I love watching what I eat in a day's meal preps, get fit with me. Like, and no offense to anyone that is not black, but you grow up and it's like, I want to watch people that look like me. And when I tell you, I felt like I ran through all of the black influencers and I was like, oh my God, we need more black influencers, especially those that go to the gym and that are trying to get fit and do better with their life. We need more. Like, why is there not more? And then I realized, like, baby, where's your content? You sit up here talking about we need more black influencers, but you're sleeping on yourself. Where's your content? Conviction. I was like, I digress. Let me shut up because you're right. So yeah, that answers that question. What motivated me is because we need more representation out here. We need to stop being so scared because everybody has people that are connected to them, whether you want to believe it or not. Like, your voice matters. Do it. Do something. What is your purpose in creating content? My main purpose that I found is the reason that I'm here are 2 main things. I feel like I'm leading those. I don't want to say that. I'm leading others to Christ through fitness because it's like, yes, fitness and losing weight, that is something that I want to do, but that doesn't define who I am. So I realized, because I didn't even start YouTube with the intention of talking so much about Christ, but I have heavily learned that when something is a part of you and when something is in you, like the Bible says, from the mouth, the heart speaks. God literally chuckled when I told him my plans about YouTube. Because I thought I was going to get on YouTube, talk about my weight loss updates, talk about food and be like, bye. I know God cracked up out there because he said, I know you don't think you about to get on a platform with all these people and not talk about my name. And it's not that I was ever ashamed to talk about Christ, but you know, we live in such a judgmental world. I'm still growing in my Christian journey. I wasn't trying to put myself out there to be ridiculed and scrutinized over something that I feel like I'm not locked in with. And I don't even want to say locked in because I'm definitely locked in with the Lord. Y'all know what I'm trying to say? Like, I feel like I'm a I don't even want to say a baby Christian. I'm not a baby Christian, but I'm not an adult. Y'all follow me? Anyway, I feel like y'all should understand what I'm trying to say. I just didn't want to put myself out there because I didn't know if I was strong enough to take the feedback that came with it. But the Lord had other plans. So outside of leading others to Christ through fitness, I found that another purpose of mine on this platform is to be transparent about my Christian journey. We don't have transparency out here in 2023. You see the highlight reels of people's lives, and that's it. You see the highlights of having crazy faith and God doing big things and God doing miracles, but you don't see when people are sitting up there falling on their knees, crying at night like, God, why have you forsaken me? Like you said that you wouldn't leave me. I don't feel like you're here. You don't see that. And I'm like, that is why people, trigger warning, I'm sorry. This is why people commit suicide. They feel that they're alone. They feel like nobody understands. Everybody's life is so perfect because that's all that people are posting on social media. And I just realized, like, if nobody's going to talk about it, I'm going to talk about it. Because at the end of the day, y'all know I always say, who going to check me? Be like, this is my story. This is my experience. Who are you to check me about it? Like, I know me and God locked in like this because he's the one that be talking through me. Anyway, yeah, purpose in creating content, leading others to Christ through fitness, and being transparent about my Christian journey. You don't have to be perfect. It's not going to be a cakewalk, but let them use you. Anyway, how do you get started making content, and do you need a following? So how do you get started making content? Literally, you just do it. You got a phone, pick up that phone and record. I have learned that everything is content. I don't care if you are walking up a street. If you look cute, have somebody record you, set that tripod up. That is content. Make, make a cute little voiceover or something. Say something inspirational. Everything is content. Literally everything. You making coffee in the morning. You deciding to do your skincare routine. Everything is content. Pick up your phone and record it. You don't need a following to start a YouTube channel. However, I do think it's helpful because I started on TikTok first. I started in TikTok in January of this year. I have about 16,000 followers on there. And I will say it's helped me tremendously because there's been so many that have requested longer formed content from me. So it was easy once I started a YouTube to go back to those people and be like, hey, I started a YouTube. You wanted this from me. Now let's go over here. However, when I say a following isn't necessary, it's because YouTube's algorithm and TikTok's algorithm completely different. The fan base is completely different because you just really have to understand. You can have 3,000, 300,000 followers on TikTok, but that don't mean you about to automatically have 300 subscribers on YouTube. There are some people, they may love you to death, but there are some people who only want to see 30 seconds of you. Everybody is not into long form content. So I don't want people to think just because you have a large following here, you're automatically going to have a large following on YouTube. However, it does make it easier to promote your content. That is what I'm extremely thankful for. So I will say it is worth growing your other platforms like TikTok and Instagram. Instagram hates me and I hate it back, but we're not talking about that. I feel like it is worth growing your other platforms to promote your YouTube, if that makes sense. Because I now use TikTok. TikTok was the short-term goal. YouTube is the long-term goal because, baby, that's where the money is at. That is where the bag is at, and I need the coins. I need the coins, okay? So I am on TikTok daily promoting my YouTube channel. Use it. What are your long-term goals with YouTube? I want to be a full-time content creator. And it's crazy because I remember I would be so scared of saying that because you don't see that a lot, especially in Oklahoma. They're like, girl, let's be real. Girl, be real. You can't, all these things just because you haven't seen it. Well, best believe you're about to see it with me. And I'm saying that, y'all, I'm looking you right in your eye. You about to see it with me. I will be a full-time content creator. I'm just waiting for the Lord to open the gates. I am just waiting for the door to be opened because, baby, end is. How did you get so comfortable on camera? Y'all, the way I'm going to have to make like a series of like YouTube archives, I got comfortable because it's like, if I'm coming on here talking about transparency, like you have to be your authentic self. And like when they be talking about how it's going to become a job if you make it to where you can only show up on camera when you're looking your best, when you're feeling your best, when you have your Chick-fil-A voice on. That's going to make YouTube a job for you. Like for me, y'all see, I be on the camera in my bonnet. I'll be on the camera when I got my little toothpaste dots on my face because I got some pimples. because it makes it easy for me. I don't have to put on a facade for you guys. And I know the people that I love watching on YouTube, they keep it real. And that's why I like watching them. Like, I don't like the people that act like I gotta come with a full face of makeup and my hair gotta be laid for me to be on camera. Like, the same way I like watching real life people, like, those are the kind of people I wanted to attract to my channel. Because then, yes, the first time, if you're always done up, the first time you get on that camera and you're not so done up, baby, everybody gonna be talking about you. You can't talk about me. What you can talk about me is when I come out looking bomb as heck. Yeah, because y'all so used to me looking regular. But I honestly be acting like I'm on FaceTime with my friends. And that's what this is. Like, see, I be so all over the place. I was talking about YouTube archives because I started filming content for YouTube in January, but never posted anything on YouTube until June because I was scared. But I realized that God was preparing me because the content that I was making January to June, ain't nobody was going to watch that. Y'all, I was getting on camera like this. Hi everyone. My name is Mackenzie Camille, and today we are going to be doing meal prep. So I have turkey burgers. Who's going to watch that? Who? I'm not. Am I in school? Are you giving a presentation? Who are you talking to, baby? And that's not even you. Child, listen. When I tell you the Lord was preparing me, and that is so beautiful to look back on it now. And I didn't even know it. I was just in there thinking like, I'm not good enough for this. Like, that's literally what I was saying. Like, I was telling myself, I'm not good enough for this. Like, this sucks. I don't feel comfortable. Not knowing that I was going to continue trying, just continue picking up the phone, continue getting comfortable. And then my first video was posted in June. And I think by that time, clearly, I'm like, girl, it is what it is. Like, it made me comfortable with who I was as a person. And I had to understand, like, how is it you want to show up? If you want to show up authentically you, if you want to show up transparent, you have to understand who you are. And I feel like I've never been in this season, and I'm thankful to be in it now, where I don't care what people say about me. Like, I'm not going to lie. I am emotional. I am sensitive. I might shed a tear sometimes. I might. But like, I'm so solid in who I am. Who is going to check me? I'm sorry. I'm goofy. I'm weird. I'm corny. I'm quirky. Like, I am. And what? You don't like it? Okay, go to somebody else's page. Because one thing about it, anybody that ever leaves hate for you, I am so sorry you're that miserable. Like, I truly am. I'm not even being sarcastic. I remember growing up when I would just be on YouTube or whatever the case was and see hate comments. And I would always think, you're so miserable where you were typing hate? Do you know what kind of misery? I've never been that miserable where I literally take time to let loose hate. That's a whole nother level, and I truly feel bad for you. So, anywho, yeah, you get comfortable by just being solid and knowing who you are. Like, I know who I am. It is what it is, and what you gonna do about it. Because this is me in real life. If not real life, like, I'm probably times 10 in person, but like I told you guys, we just getting to know each other. You can't know all of me. I gotta keep it a mystery. What do you use to edit and make thumbnails? And so I use CapCut to edit my videos, and I use Canva to make my thumbnails. When I first started, you really just have to find out what works for you. Because when I first started YouTube, I was looking at iMovie. For me personally, I'm slow when it comes to tech stuff. I'm not a techie person. I'm like a grandma. Like, I don't like this technology. I hate it. And I looked at iMovie, and in my opinion, it was not user-friendly whatsoever. I tried it, and I was like, I hate it. And so I started YouTube, and I attended YouTube University and started seeing, what are people using? CapCut. Okay, let me look at it. Y'all, when I tell you the videos that I never posted, I was just in CapCut, like, what does this button do? Oh, okay, that's what they do. What does this button do? Oh, okay, that's what it do. That's how you teach yourself. Like, you have to practice. You don't have to show up and be perfect. You will never know all the things. Sometimes you just got to get started and learn on the way, because I definitely did. Like, the first two videos I made, I'm like, ugh, so many things I would do different. But you won't know until you know. Like, how are you going to learn? How are you going to know? You have to get through it, right? But yeah, you just have to be okay with not knowing all the things, but deciding that I'm going to move forward anyway because I know that it will come. Like, for years, I slept on, and I think I probably should have mentioned this with what motivated me and pushed me to start YouTube. For years, I wanted to start YouTube, y'all, but I was just scared to put myself out there. I was scared of what other people would have to say about me. So I feel like I've always had a knock on the door from the Lord to get on YouTube. I feel like there's always been a knock. But for me, I'm trying to understand, like, see how I want to explain this. I've never seen full-time content creators nowhere near me. I've never seen this be a thing. So since I've never seen it, I put limits around it. You know what I mean? And so I was like, there's no way God is telling you to do that. You need to stay in the limits you've created of what you've seen. There's no way he's telling you to do that. That's what you want to do. And so I would always pray, like, Lord, is this a desire of mine, or do you desire this for me? And you're trying to align our desires. Like, is it me wanting to do this, or is it you? And the knock was there for years. And it felt like it just kept getting louder and louder, especially the way my TikTok blew up. Y'all, I just started TikTok January of 2023. It is October. How do I almost have 17,000 followers? Like, to many, that may not be that much, but for me, that was insanity. And I think that was just another confirmation, like, I want you on a platform. Your voice matters, baby. I'm going to need you to use it. And I realized, because I would always ask that question, God, is it just me wanting to do this, or are you saying I have purpose and there is a calling here? And I realized how I could tell the difference. If it's you that's wanting to do something, most likely you're going to be excited to do it. You're going to jump towards the opportunity. There's not going to be any hesitation. You're ready to go because you're acting out of your own desires. Like, I want this, I'm going to get it. I have found that if it is something that the Lord is calling me to do and the Lord wants me to do it, there's going to be hesitation. There's going to be self-doubt because I'm like, I can't do that. I'm not capable. Like, I don't see that in me. Not understanding, you don't see it, but he does. Like, he knows who you are. You don't know who you are yet, but he knows who you are. Anyway, there's going to be hesitation. There's going to be doubt associated with it. There's going to be fear because it looks bigger than you. It looks bigger than you and you don't think that you're capable, but the Lord knows, baby, you don't even know the plans I have. So I'm not going to ramble on that, but that is what made me push to start it, because I'm like, this feeling has been here for years. What am I doing? Like, I'm sitting up here praying, Lord, give me my purpose, and I feel like he is, and I'm not doing nothing with it. So it's one of those things like, why do you keep praying to me, asking me the same thing, and I keep telling you, and you keep standing still? Y'all, that could be its video in itself, but that's when I knew, Mackenzie, it's time to just put yourself out there. It's time. So those are all the questions that I have for YouTube. If y'all have more questions that you would like me to address, put them down in the comments. Maybe I'll make a part 2. I don't know. So now let's get into my 10 tips for beginner YouTubers. Y'all, I have such a love for beginner YouTubers because I'm proud of us, guys. Like, I am proud because getting on YouTube is not easy. It is not easy to show up on such a platform for millions of people to see you. Do you understand how huge that is? Baby, give yourself a pat on the... As a matter of fact, don't give yourself no pat on the back. You deserve more. Give yourself a hug. And I only say that because I was on TikTok Live one day and he said, I don't give myself a pat on the back. I give myself a hug. And I said, I know that's right. Give yourself a hug. So, number 1, make content that you thoroughly enjoy. Because one thing I have learned, baby, if you don't enjoy watching your own content, you are a fool to think anybody else will. And I realized that because one day I was editing my video, and I'm super picky about my content. Like, it's going to be up for millions of people to see. Millions of people are going to see this. So I literally watch my videos back 2-3 times to make sure I ain't say nothing that I didn't want out there for the world, that I didn't do nothing that I didn't want out there to the world. Like, I am thorough. And at those moments, I realized, girl, as many times as you have watched this video, I am happy that you're enjoying it, because this process will be horrible if your content sucks. Like, there's so many people, I think, that they just want to post and just get stuff out there, that they're willing to put out anything. Like, if you can't watch your own video back and laugh and smile and truly be like, that was entertaining, baby, it's probably not. Don't put it out. If you can't watch it back, I don't know why you think anybody else will. And again, make content that you enjoy. Don't just post. Okay, see, I want to touch on this real quick. When I was getting on this platform, there's really two avenues that you could take with YouTube. You can take an avenue where it's like, what do the people want to see? What do the people want to hear? And I'm going to do just that, because I'm sure that will run the bag up real quick. Or there's the avenue that I took. I just want to come on this platform and be myself and pray that those, like, my tribe finds me. Like I always say, my tribe knows my vibe. I just want to be myself on this platform, and I want to grow a genuine community that loves me for me, and I want them to find me. That's the avenue I took. So figure out what avenue you want to do. I chose the avenue of making content that I thoroughly enjoy, and I told myself, I don't care about the views. I enjoy doing this, and if they find me and like me and decide that they want to be a part of my journey, thank you, Buki. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, and I thank you for supporting me. I didn't want to take the avenue of what do y'all want to see from me, and then I will do just that, because then that makes it a job. Like, oh, you want this kind of video? Let me go do research, and then I'll come back. Like, that makes it a job, and I just wanted to do something that I loved. Does that make sense? So yeah. And then I said post consistently, at least once a week. At least once a week. When I first started YouTube, every Sunday you will get a video from me. And that is one thing I can say that I am so proud of, because ever since I have started in June, I have not missed 1 week. And I'm still shocked to see that, because like, I would have thought by now I would have been like, I'm over this, I quit. But that comes along with like, I really enjoy what I'm doing. So it doesn't feel forced. It doesn't feel like a job. Now, right now I'm doing Vlogtober, posting every day, baby. That feels like a job, and it will never happen again. But I committed to Vlogtober, so that's what y'all are going to get from me. Post consistently. Whether you decide it's going to be a Tuesday, whether you decide it's going to be a Thursday, your people that end up finding you and that end up liking you, they need to understand, when is my person coming back to see me? They know, oh, Mackenzie's going to be here every Sunday around 11 to 12. She's going to be here, and I'm here for it. Post consistently as well, because say, for instance, I know for me, when I go on YouTube, say I like somebody, when I go to their page and I see they have videos on videos on videos, subscribe, because now I'm like, I like you and I'm about to binge watch all your stuff. But if I find a YouTuber that I like and I go and they only got 2 videos, what am I subscribing for? Because you don't even show up. What am I subscribing for? Next. Y'all see what I mean? So it's like, outside of post consistently, meaning like once a week, twice a week, whatever you want to do with that, I also had a point of post consistently, no matter the views, no matter the watch hours, because you have to understand that eventually everything will catch up to itself. Like my first videos that, shoot, I probably had 20 views in 3 weeks, baby, they're like at 500 views or over right now. Like, you just have to trust the process. You have to believe in yourself and believe in your content, and believe that one day, when the Lord unhides me, when the Lord opens the floodgates, because he will, like, my time is coming. Like, whenever my tribe finds me, they're going to see, oh, she got content for days. I'm binging it. Like, I'm telling you, you have to think of the same way, like, as a consumer of YouTube, what is it that I look for? And you have to make sure you do those things. Because I'm telling you, when I find new YouTubers I like and I go to their page and they got videos upon videos upon videos, bukus of videos, I am so excited. It's like finding a Netflix show with 5 seasons, baby. Locked in. Talk about locked in. Anyway, y'all, tip number 3, 4, something like that. Quality. The quality of your video and the quality of your sound matters. Again, think of yourself as a consumer on YouTube. If I go to somebody's video and the video quality is bad, like it's blurry, you can tell if you're using your front camera versus your back camera. Use your back camera. It's going to feel weird because you can't see yourself. I cannot see myself right now as I'm talking to you, but I know that the camera is on. The quality, 1,000 times different. I promise you, you can tell when someone is using their front camera. It is my biggest pet peeve when the quality of the video is bad, especially when you can tell that the video was probably good. But like, I feel like poor quality when it comes to the video, it hurts my eyes. I can't watch it and I turn it off. Same for the sound. I love CapCut, and maybe I'll make a video about how I edit a video so y'all can see it in action. Let me know if that's what y'all would want from me. There is a thing in CapCut where you reduce noise, and I don't know how it does it, but it like blocks out all the outside noise and it makes your voice sound clear and crystal, like crystal freaking clear, and it's awesome. People always ask me, what do you record with? My phone, but it's the editing that makes it top tier. If the sound is off, like I said, poor quality hurts my eyes. The sound being off hurts my ears. I'm not watching it. No matter how good your content is, I'm not watching it. Quality matters. Take your time, invest in yourself. If you need to get an iPhone, whatever that looks like, quality matters. I have an iPhone 14 Pro Max. I think it's a 14. If it's not, I'll put the correction up here, but I think it's an iPhone 14 Pro Max. I literally got it at the beginning of this year in January because I knew that this was my year of creating content. And I knew that if I was going to create content, I didn't care if I was a beginner or not. One thing I did know is that I was going to be pushing out quality content. I am not one of those people that's like, oh, my first 10, 20 videos are going to be bad because, I'm still learning. Like, no, my content's going to be awesome. And there's just going to be ways for me to improve, but they were never bad. They were never that. It was never giving bad. It was never giving poor quality, period. Number 5, thumbnails matter. I like to make my thumbnails bright if I can, fun, inviting. Not too much on the thumbnails though, because I've seen a lot of people where they'll have like 50 pictures in the thumbnails. They'll have crazy fonts. It's too much. My eyes, it'd be too much. Like, make it simple. Throw some fun pictures in there that are like, make people's eyes water. That don't even make sense, Kens. Basically, make enticing, fun thumbnails. The font don't got to be nothing crazy. You want people to be able to read it without squinting. You have to understand that people are scrolling. They have to see bright colors or something that stands by and they're like, oh, what's that? I can't even y'all, clearly I can't talk right now, but I feel like it speaks for itself. Make your thumbnail fun, but also don't do too much. The font don't got to be nothing crazy. Have some fun pictures on there. I guess I can say this. There are a lot of YouTubers where I realized, and this was hard for me to keep up with at first too, but now I understand and have a schedule, have a routine, where they'll forget to take thumbnail pictures and they'll just screenshot something in the video and post that as their thumbnail. That's not fun. Like, there's some people, it literally just shows their face, like, of me talking in the car. This is a thumbnail. Y'all see how awkward that was? That's what they screenshot and they'll have that as the thumbnail. Does that entice me? Like, does that make me want to click on your video? No, it doesn't. Be intentional with your thumbnails. Y'all, I take my pictures in portrait mode when I tell you crystal clear. Portrait mode. Take your pictures in portrait mode. I used to always forget taking thumbnail pictures, but now I'm so deep into the YouTube game, I remember. I take photos every day of, I don't care what it is. This might be good for a thumbnail. This might be good for a thumbnail. And again, take it in portrait mode. Makes 1,000 times difference. Number 6, titles. Just like your thumbnails, make it enticing. I feel like for me, I'll literally watch my entire video, and while I'm watching my video, I'll be taking small little notes on my iPad, like, you talked about this, that might be a good point. You talked about this, that might be a good point. And by the end of the video, I might have like 20 points. And then by then I'm like, how can you make a good title out of this? Like, I truly put thought into what would be provoking. Like, if somebody was to scroll past your video, what would catch their attention and make them watch your video? Like, I think my last video was called something like, move your feet so God will move his hand. What is the lack of discipline? What is lack of discipline holding you back from? Somebody that's in that season, that is caught my eye. If somebody else's video was named that, baby, I want to watch. Because, yeah, let's talk about it. Because I'll be telling myself this all the time. Let's talk about it. Your titles matter. Put thought into these things. Don't just put a quick title. Oh, I didn't feel like watching my video, so I don't know. Quick vlog with me. Go to the store with me. That's not exciting. Like, that's not going to make me want to watch your video. All I'm trying to say is put thought into it. Like, put thought into it. That's all I'm going to say. Number 7, a YouTube intro. Now, I'm not talking about the intro like I'll put here. I'm not talking about that kind of intro. I'm talking about like a movie preview. You know how when new movies come out, they'll have a preview that will make you want to go see the actual movie. The way that I look at it is people don't know you, especially being a beginner YouTuber. People don't know you. So you're sitting up here posting 30, 40-minute vlogs. Baby, I'm not watching that because I don't know you. I don't. We got to build a relationship for you to make me watch something that long. So what I've done is I'll make YouTube intros like a preview of my video. And y'all seen it. Y'all seen it in this video. Like I literally make 30-second to a minute clips that I'll play before my YouTube intro that you just saw to make somebody be like, oh, she's talking in that video. Oh, what's she talking about? Let me watch this. Baby got a word. You have to understand that people don't know you. So give them something. Give them a little snack trail. I don't know what the word is I'm trying to use. Give them something that makes them want to come back. Because you have to think about it. Somebody just posted a 50-minute video. I don't know them, never seen them in my life. You think I'm going to watch that? Hell no, I'm not. Just to be flat out honest, I'm not watching that. But if they had a 30-second preview before the video started of all the fun topics and points that they were getting to, I'm watching the video because I'm sold. Just like a movie preview, I'm sold. Let's get into it, okay? I think they matter. You don't have to do them, but it works for me and I love doing it. Speak life over yourself and your channel. Y'all, there is power in the tongue. There is power in the tongue. I feel like it can be so discouraging on YouTube because you see everybody else blow up. And this kind of falls into my other point about do not compare yourself to others. Because I feel like one of my main frustrations is people blow up nowadays over anything. People will do stupid stuff and just be blowing up. And I'm like, wake up. Oh my God, I have 100,000 subscribers and I've only had YouTube for a week. When I tell you, that pisses me off. Because it's like, meanwhile, I'm here making content that I feel matters, content that I feel like is helping many. And I'm scrapping for every subscriber that I get. You just have to understand that speak life over yourself and your channel. I know this channel is helping somebody. I know that this channel is not only helping somebody, but it is helping me. It's helping me stay disciplined, helping me stay consistent. It's helping me learn how to be solid in my own identity. It's helping me learn how to love myself. Because I be watching myself like, Kenzie, you're like dope. Like you make your own self laugh. Like you enjoy your own company. Like speak life into yourself because you're going to be your main supporter, believe it or not, when it comes to your YouTube channel. So yeah, you're going to be your main supporter when it comes to this YouTube thing or not. And this isn't even a tip that I have listed on here, but I'm going into it anyway. When you create a YouTube, I know that you probably think that all your friends, all your ride or dies, your family will support you. Baby, I'm sorry to say that 9 times out of 10, they're not. They're not. The most support that I have received for my YouTube have been people that I've never met in my life. People that I have met on TikTok. People that I have never talked to a day in my life have been my strongest riders for YouTube. And you would think, oh, I have a best friend. I know she's going to ride for me. She's going to like show up and just promote me and all these things. No, baby, she probably not. Probably not. She probably won't. And I just want you to know that even if those closest to you don't support you, don't let that deter you from doing what you're doing. That used to make me so sad. Don't let that make you upset. The mindset that I started having is if you don't want to share or support me now, don't share and support me when I hit a mill. That's all I got to say. Don't be deterred when you see that that's not the case. The closest to you may not be your biggest supporters. Don't be shocked by it. But take note of it, be observant, and keep it pushing. Because again, you wasn't rocking with me then. When I get to a mill and I'm traveling the world, don't rock with me then. Don't rock with me now. The last one I have is do not engage with hate. And I kind of spoke on this earlier. You have to understand there have been, I don't want to say I get a lot of hate. I feel like I have more tips. Throw that paper away. I haven't got a lot of hate, but I have gotten some because like I said, when you put yourself out there as a Christian influencer, which I never thought was going to be the case for me, but God had other plans, there's hate that comes along with that. Because the second you title yourself as a Christian, you are automatically placed on this pedestal. So anything you ever do in your life that is wrong, they are coming. I accidentally cussed one day. I said, hell. Oh, they came. I freaking posted a body update and my nips happened to be hard. Oh, you're not a Christian. Like, crazy things. They are coming. Block it and move on. Don't sit up there and let it marinate. Don't sit up there and be like, how could they say that? None of that. Block it and keep it pushing. Don't even engage. You don't owe them a response. Don't sit up there and be like, try to go back. Block it and move on, because one, we are not feeding into misery. Yes, I believe in clapping back sometimes, but like, they want that interaction because clearly you're that miserable where you're typing on the other side of the screen to spew hate onto me. We're not feeding into your misery. We're blocking and removing on. If anything, thank you for your support. Thank you for the watch hours, because the watch hours is what gets me monetized on YouTube. Thank you. Y'all, I have other tips that wasn't even on my list, just thinking about it, right? So another tip that I have, there are so many people that I see talking about sub for sub, subscribe to my channel, I'll subscribe to yours. That is dumb. That is dumb. You want to know why I think it's dumb? Subscriber count does not matter. So many people just want to say, oh my God, I have 10,000 subscribers. But baby, if you have 10,000 subscribers and your watch hours are 100, that's stupid. That means nothing, because that means you don't have a genuine community of people that want to watch what you're putting out. That don't matter. I never in my life have participated in a sub for sub, because if I don't like your content, it does not matter if I am subscribed to your channel. You need subscribers and you need watch hours. Like, come on. Come on. I'd rather have 30 subscribers and 1,000 watch hours than 1,000 subscribers and 30 watch hours. Y'all follow me? Y'all follow me. Stop doing sub for sub. It's dumb. It doesn't make sense, because if they don't engage with your channel, it's pointless. That's why I always tell people, hey, I have a YouTube channel. This is what I talk about. Check me out. And if you like it, subscribe. But don't just do a sub for sub, because if you never engage, your sub is pointless. All that means is that, oh my God, I got 10,000 subscribers. Okay, and they don't even watch nothing you post. You're not even getting money from it. What does that matter? Okay, y'all. I think that's all I got for you today. So I gave you the questions about the YouTube journey. I gave you all of my advice that I have for beginner YouTubers. And at the end of the day, baby, I know that it's hard. Like, I know that it's hard. But the thing is, you have to believe in yourself. And I truly feel like if you are called to do it, you know, they say, if you're called to do it, God gonna see you through it. And I feel like he's literally doing that with me. When I tell you today, I was not trying to show up. Believe it or not, we are coming to the end of October. I did not want to be here. I did not want to be here. I had nothing to talk about. And the Lord gave me this idea. I was like, oh, we could talk about that today. You're right. I do have things to talk about. I just need to wake up. But if you don't believe in yourself, the channel won't work. If you're not consistent in yourself and consistent in what you're doing here, the channel won't work. It's really a commitment. So there's so many people, like, I'm joined to a YouTube group on Facebook. I honestly don't think that's necessary because the engagements there are super low. But there's so many people on there that talk about, y'all, I'm quitting today. And I'll really just be so annoyed, because I'm sorry, baby, I don't got empathy for you. I don't have sympathy, empathy. I really don't know which one. I don't have none of those for you. Why? Because if you're going to quit on yourself that easily, you aren't supposed to be here anyway. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Because at the end of the day, if you're frustrated with not making progress on YouTube, it's just time to go back and literally investigate. I don't think that's the word I want to use. I would say, like, pick apart your content. Maybe send it to those people that you know do subscribe to your channel or engage with your channel, because there's at least going to be one or two. Ask people for advice. What could I be doing better? Watch your own videos. Do you enjoy it? Is the quality off? Like, if you're truly wanting to do this as a career, you're not going to be so easily deterred. You're not going to just want to up and quit. You're going to want to learn, how can I grow? How can I be better? I'm on YouTube searching how to make better thumbnails, how to grow my following. Like, you will study what you want to perfect. You will study your craft. Y'all, don't get me started. Like, it's a lot. But anywho, y'all, that's all I got for y'all today. I really hope y'all enjoyed Vlogtober Day 25. If you have, any other questions, any other things you want me to talk about in regards to YouTube, whatever the case may be, drop it down in the comments, and if needed, maybe I'll make a part 2. But if you've made it this far, put some bags of cash, that emoji where it's like a bag of cash. I don't know if I can put it in the video. Put some cash, whatever kind of cash you have. Drop that in the comments, because that's how I'm gonna know you watched this entire video through. And I'm saying the cash because, baby, in a year, I'm gonna be making a bag with YouTube, and I put that on my own mama, on my I look good. You can't touch my bag. Anyway, y'all, you made it this far. Leave the cash in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this with your friends. I told y'all last video, I know y'all love me. Listen, baby, Bookie, bae, you know we upgraded to bae. I know you love me, and I know you want to keep me to yourself, but baby, trying to get a bag, okay? I want to get a bag so I can spend more time with you guys and not have to come to a 9-to-5. Help me get the bag and stop being stingy and share me with your friends. I love you too, Bookie. I'll see you guys later. Bye!